Hello everyone, welcome back to Expedition 33. This may be the end. Or there may be a whole bunch more level before the end. We will see. I don't see any more creatures though. We're finally going to the Eiffel Tower. Is that him? It's about time. But you're just a Renoir copy.
Papa?
Alicia.
Please, I just want you to understand what this canvas means to me.
I do understand. I know how powerful and intoxicating it is. How deeply attached we can become to the worlds we pour our hearts and souls into. I was enthralled, and it nearly killed me.
It doesn't mean you have to erase Verso's canvas.
Child, do you think I want to? After all the sorrows we've endured, do you really think that I want to destroy this last piece of his soul?
Then don't.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices. We do what we must.
Grief often blinds us, and we make choices we can never take back.
You grieve for two.
I grieve for many.
The choices of parents leave indelible marks upon their children. But ultimately, the voices in their head have to be their own. You cannot set the boundaries of their life for them.
After the fire, you wanted me to find new joy in life. And I tried. But I couldn't. Verso died because of me. How do I get from that to joy?
Child, it will get better, I promise you. But this is not the way. Your friends speak truth. And it changes nothing. You can hate me. But that's a choice I must make. As your father, I must look out for you. Especially when you can't look out for yourself.
You treat me as if I'm still 5!
I treat you as if the shadow from the worst day of our lives is going to suffocate you and take you from us too! Enough. I said enough.
And this music we've heard so much. Get that mouse off there.
Brace yourselves.
Is that all you got? I got so many turns before you. Alright, wow. Again, back to the main story cutscenes. Oh my god. We're back. And then knowing everything that we have learned about Lune and Ciel, just their one-lines pull so much from their character. And then now that we understand Renoir and Alicia, everything that was said in this cutscene hits so hard. And then Verso's just over here, not allowed to be part of the conversation. Oh, as they talk about him, or the man he's based off. Oh my god. Alright, I forgot. I up a rank if I do this. Alright.
This will hurt.
Okay, he's burning. Apparently I had that on Verso. I've given him 10x health, so hopefully this will last a little bit of time.
Let us stain them.
Yeah, last episode, if you didn't see it, I limited my damage to 99,000 or 100,000 basically, and I gave all the enemies times 10 health because that's what you need to have a rightful challenge at this. If you go do everything else in the game before coming back to the final boss. I thought about taking off Painted Power, but then I was like, man, this boss battle will take forever. The one thing I wish I could do is change my speed stat, because when we fought Simon a couple episodes ago, he would get 3 turns between our turns. And that, I felt, was an awesome challenge. This time, it's 1 and 1. So, we'll be overpowered, and it'll be okay. He'll damage one of us, and if they die, then we'll revive them. Also, I have the 1 equipped. I'm going on a shield build. Oh, I don't have enough AP? Void Cross. Yeah, we've seen your attacks before at the top of the Infinite Tower, the Endless Tower, which is unfortunate because I wanted this to be a unique fight. But it's also kind of cool that there is a harder version.
Here we go.
How do you like my sword? Wait, what am I doing?
Now was our chance.
There's saving gradients for what?
Meet your reckoning.
Most powerful attack.
Watch out, my elf.
Yeah. Time that on instinct and a little bit of practice, you know, from last time. $300,000. Dang it. Just hitting twice is nothing. Extra 50k. Yeah, with the damage cap, that's not that special anymore. I should be using lower gradients. His damage over time attacks are good. Dang it, too early. We lost our AP. Man, it is really powerful and virtuose. Almost to her max.
Okay.
Alright, just wanted to keep her from using her auto revive. We'll get our shield back next turn. What's our number one gradient? Medium, one hit. That's not better than Phantom Stars.
Blades sharp.
What's your gradients? 10 burn. Revives all allies. High physical damage, 5 hits. Well, let's do it.
You can't escape.
That's not high damage. But at least I get to do this.
This will hurt.
And first we're doing more with Phantom Stars. But this is our most powerful attack by far. I cannot believe it costs only 4 AP. Summons the Axons.
We must accept things as they are, not how we want them to be.
You gonna attack?
Incoming.
What would Verso have wanted? Truly.
Okay, dude, does he have anything that can eliminate a bunch of shields? Just regular attack. No. No. Ah, whatever.
Verso, dodge.
Too early, dang it.
Watch out.
When did you become so stubborn?
On guard.
Well, guess what? Haha, joke's on you. Powerful doesn't do anything against me.
From
Let us stain them.
You think I care about your shields? Oh, I've got 3 gradient again.
Careful, my elf.
Hey, I got it that time.
okay.
What? Wait, did that hit me?
On guard.
That hit me. I said defends, not attacks. Okay, the 5 hits is garbage. Let's see. Well, that's a revive. And some more burn though. Why not? We'll get rid of our virtuose. All right. What have you got? Skybreak, cleanses status effects, high earth damage, removes shields. Okay, we'll do that later if we have the opportunity. We'll remember it.
Doors of Chroma, open!
Did nothing to the break bar. Can only break if full. Also, there was not really any point in... We already had the stains for this. We might as well have just saved our gradients. Let's count. I think that's even better than Phantom Stars. Yeah.
Brace
Oh,
yourself.
good counterattack.
I so have wanted. Truly.
Okay. Do I remove your shields with my attack? I don't remember. I do know that I remove your shield with this.
Take down that shield.
The elements dance.
Which is kind of worthless because of this. Well, I mean, whatever.
We've got work to
I mean, the sooner we take down the shields, the better, right? Keep forgetting the last one takes a while.
take
When
cover.
did you become so stubborn?
Rush. All right, finally, a little bit of a challenge. Also, Verso can't die. Wait. Dang it, waited too long.
Watch out, my owl.
Dang it. There goes Lune's
Hit big.
bonus hit.
This will hurt.
Hey, at least the damage over the time still worked. Extreme physical damage, 8 hits. Oh, let's do the... Let's do the break one.
Witness your end.
It's a double hit because of the 2 sword. Yeah. And then can do it again. If I wanted to.
Watch out. What would Verso have wanted? Truly.
Let's spill some ink.
Alright. Do you have one that can... That's just 5 hits. That would just eliminate the shields. I mean, might as well, right? We go to Virtuose and get some AP.
Can't escape.
Heh. All the way up to 9.
This will hurt.
Yeah. I knew it was sooner than it seemed. And it was hard to judge. Rescues. Are we ready for phase 2?
Stop this insanity. It's time to go home.
We got to phase 2.
I do love a challenge, but this is beginning to irk me.
Fuck. He keeps regenerating.
Maybe we focus on the axons first.
She can't.
Mama.
Believe you're going to kill yourself. It's too soon for you to return to any canvas.
Holy, despite being hated for generations and blamed for all the deaths.
This selfish Aline.
She is coming back to help us. Oh, and then he calls her selfish. That's a bit of projection. Eh, how do you like your welcome back?
Meet your reckoning.
Phase 2. Let's see how this goes. What are my gradients? I keep forgetting. Break, no need. Just stop it, wrong button. Alright, these again. Could use up all my resurrections this time. Or I could parry. We haven't seen him in that pattern before. Wrong button. Alright. I mean, just a welcome back gift. No, I'm in Virtuos, I don't want to waste it. I think when she parries or counterattacks, she gets Virtuos.
Now was our chance.
Hey, he gets 2 turns between ours. Finally! Alright, well guess what? I was at S rank, so... Ultimate defense. She's dead. I get a revive though. Hey Papa, welcome back.
Get out of this canvas.
How funny would it be if that was an insta-kill for this battle? It would be so disappointing.
Cut him down.
Yeah, by the way, if I didn't mention, if anyone's confused, the reason Verso didn't die was because this sword makes him invulnerable to death if he has A rank or S rank. It is dramatically overpowered. And might save us in this fight.
Brace yourself.
Dang it. Nope, twice. He's done that attack before.
Better.
Alright. I think some of those missed.
Finesse and grace.
Nobody needed reviving.
Dance begins.
Oh, but that doesn't put me at Virtuose. Oh.
Coming.
Just had to try dodging instead of parrying.
Not impressed.
Dang it. Alright. Well. Let's make sure everybody stays alive. Who has a turn first? I don't know.
I won't waste this.
Oh, I can do this. Never mind. Alright, reserve team, you got this.
Take your shot.
Hey, I got the one that mattered. All right, well, don't have enough for a duelist storm, so let's get enough. And I totally forgot how to play as her.
Your number is painted.
Your turn to dance.
Too early, dang it. Oh, this is not looking good. Alright, what have we got for gradients? High lightning damage, 2 hits. Stunned goes to Almighty, okay. But also, insta breaks. That's a good hit.
Eyes up, Minoko.
Dang it. Man, he's got a one less shield. How am I gonna win now? Alright, take this. Your own creation used against you. Oh, shucks. Oh, shield's down for good. Oh, this isn't good. Did I not have the auto revive on her or something?
Death's a friend.
Not too bad. Oh, plays immediately. Does she have cheater on? What's going on? Well, in Twilight, let's do... Wait, is there one of these that's better in Twilight? Top powerless, defenseless, slow. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's only one hit?
Some mayhem.
Does Monoko have a... Why is Monoko not dying? There we go.
We're overdue for some mayhem.
And this is our best attack because it's the most attacks. I mean, it's not the strongest though. Can we do it? No, we can't. Gotcha.
My, what lovely feet.
Well, you can't get his feet. $185,000. What is that?
Ali, look at Alicia. She can't be here. Aline, it's supposed to be you and me. Not you against me.
Then stop fighting, Romar. The solution is easy.
Go paint something else.
Why am I the only one who sees this?
One more. Whoop.
I must exact revenge.
Nope, I'm dead. Ah, not first try. Well, that's okay. That's understandable with the handicaps I put on. Alright, we'll do it again. This was about to be the shortest episode in the series. Maybe there's a phase 3.
Let's dance.
All right. Off to a good start. I mean, I think it'd just be better to use one of these attacks. Get up to B anyway.
The dance begins.
Close to it.
This will hurt.
A storm is coming.
All right. Shall we? Nah.
The eternity of ice. Okay.
It's after he grunts.
My turn. Time to strike.
All right. Nice A rank,
Hit big.
which is good.
This will hurt. Go forward.
I mean, no reason to use anything now. We can just elemental genocide.
Meet your reckoning.
Okay.
All right. Still got one shield, which means not worth it, but whatever. Says extreme damage. Oh, that's pretty good.
Always come back.
Chroma is flowing.
What is your one? High earth damage. Removes all shields. He doesn't have shields.
The toughness of earth.
Parry it.
We can do this. There we go.
Time to end this.
I wish you got a second counterattack. Because of that second sword.
Watch out, my owl.
Is this only one person? Only one counterattack.
storm is coming.
And back up 3 gradients again. I think Verso's 3 gradient is our best gradient thing on this team. Hello. Can't skip this.
As they are, not how we want them to be.
This man is the king of projection.
What would Verso have wanted? Truly.
If you don't know, projection is when you think other people have your flaws. I don't think I will gradient attack this time. Get those shields gone. No, I should have done the other one. Oh, that's fine. Guess I could have used Gamage. That would have been a waste of the gradient. It'd been like a 200,000 damage that we didn't have.
The toughness of Earth. Danger! Brace
When
yourself.
did you become so stubborn?
Let's carve a path.
Oh, I was so wrong about the amount of damage we did. That was absolutely worth it. We don't want anybody else to be using gradients. Save it up for Verso. And he might even do double hits because of the second sword.
Danger!
Dang it. Pressed it just a little bit too late. Man, now Lune doesn't have full shields anymore. Okay, what did I want to do? Phantom Stars can break, right? Yeah.
Careful.
As a quick unstun.
Verso have wanted. Truly.
Maybe you should ask the person who has his memories, who's basically him. No, we don't want to use those.
Take down their shields.
Dang it, didn't go up to 3. Oh well, Bairn.
Let's carve a path.
It's time to do a lot of damage.
My turn.
Take cover.
The grunt was quiet that time.
Become so stubborn.
Yeah.
Alright, let's end the phase. Phase 2.
A storm is coming.
Or not? I'm confused, because I can't do Elemental Genesis or the other thing.
On me.
Not phase 2 yet? This will bring you to phase 2 for sure. Yeah.
Stop this insanity. It's time to go home.
There we go.
Get ready.
This selfish Aline.
Just having some fun. Don't worry about me jumping over here. Do I get to keep my gradient charges?
Let's carve a path.
Yeah. Alright. Start off strong.
Always come back. Let's have some fun.
Somebody has something that can give him powerless.
Okay.
Dang it. Is it her? No. I don't want powerless, I want defenseless. The difficulty with having everyone at 1 health
So much potential.
is that he tends to attack everybody at once a lot.
The eternity of ice.
That might be double hitting him. No, too early. Oh man. There goes our last chance.
From
Doing better.
Okay, time for a powerful attack.
on me.
Okay, everybody's alive. Come on. There we go. Give me that gradient charge.
I'll always come back.
Careful, my elf.
We can do this. I think I might have put it to the exact right difficulty.
Now is our chance.
My turn.
Gotta get that timing.
Coming.
Dang it. Oh.
So much potential.
Alright. Well, she doesn't have something that can revive people. Mael's the one who can revive people. So...
A brilliant light.
stay up.
I won't disappoint.
I could use my items because I don't need to save them. What does Assault Zero do? Get up. It's probably just more powerful at rank B. Oh, not quite A. Where's her stance? Stanceless again. Probably from dying again.
On fire.
Just try it.
Dang it. There goes his second chance.
Ready to evade. The elements dance.
Okay. Mael can revive him with a gradient. Or an item.
Reckoning.
Yeah, let's do item, because then first we'll be able to... Yeah.
This hurt.
Maximum damage.
Alright. And get that auto revive back on him. And can't be killed because A rank. I wonder if Verso's... No, probably not. We still have to play immediately after death. Ugh. What?
The elements dance.
That was rank A though. Maybe I lost a rank by being hit. Are we typhooning right now? Yes.
Time to hit big.
Stanceless again. Do at least a little bit.
I'm ready.
Let's get it. Oh, geez.
You don't get to die yet.
Okay, we're
The
alive.
elements dance.
Let's finish this. Careful now.
Yes. Stayed alive.
Cut him down.
Okay, well, what we need now is to revive Mael. Keep the whole team up.
Better.
Yes! Good team counter. Alright, now we can finally do our powerful attacks again.
Meet your reckoning.
I don't remember what this is. He flies by us?
Ali, look at Alicia. She can't be here.
Man, these epic scenes in these final boss fights. This is
Go home, Benoit.
utterly incredible, but also just the natural progression of what final boss RPG fights have been.
Who sees this?
Dang it, too early. Wait, what happened to my shields? Ah. All right. All right. Well, guess what? That's what you get for knocking out the other team at that point. This is actually probably my best attack. 400,000. Foul Path is not good. Do I have anything 3 hits? Well, it gives Foretell.
It likes you.
Alright, I'm getting the hang of the last parry. The rest of those attacks. Whew, like learning Simon again. Okay, I should do all set. Makes us a little faster. Grrr. Okay, I can get another with gradient. Now it's wasting a charge. It's a pretty powerful attack, but I wanted to... Oh, it switched it to Almighty. Okay, that's even better. What's enfeeble? Just powerless? There's no defenseless? Ah, whatever. Okay, we should be able to survive this. It's just the timing, the interval of time between them is the same. Yeah, right. I'm glad I got one of those. 2 suns. 3 hits, 1 hit. I thought I remembered this being awful though. No, it's pretty good. Twilight. Oh, it must be her weapon. She must have a weapon that lets her play immediately when entering Twilight. There's no foretell, so it shouldn't be any good. Searing Bond applies. He's not burning. Okay, well that was all right. Yeah! Always feels good to counter a long attack like that. We can do this. Yeah! Alright, Minoko. Take him down.
We're overdue for some mayhem.
1 hit. Declare enfeeble. Ah, whatever. Do the Chillair. However much I can do in 1 hit, it can't beat this. Need some more AP. Need some more AP. Alright, let's try counter. And miss the first one, dodge the rest. Alright, haven't seen an obscure sword in 20 minutes. Now I'm glad I practice with these characters. 200,000. Dang it. I knew it was the gradient one, so I tried dodging anyway. Come on. Auto revive. Okay, so she does have the auto revive. Sometimes the Lumina and Pictos you choose, there's a weird thing where they don't get activated, or you think you do and they don't. What is going on with the flowers? I mean, I saw it before, but they're like popping up out of the ground and going back in. Like waves in the ocean.
A bit of violence, yes.
Next turn, your reckoning. Well, not really. This is more damage.
I'd love a dance.
All right, you will not get another turn. And this may end this phase. Yep. Well, we stopped chipping away the end of the health. So who knows?
Death is a friend.
Next phase.
Aside, the canvas. It's killing you both.
Not this time!
She's back. I think that's a win. We got XP. What does that even mean? I guess it probably saves our XP, but then puts us in the game before the final battle. If this is the final battle, there may be more phases.
Ironic. Your mother was the one who saved me when I lost myself in a canvas. She taught me how to safely use our gift. How to soar without flying too close to the sun. We painted hundreds of canvas worlds, pushing the very boundaries of creation. And she never let me forget that every day we spent here has a price. Yet, here we are now.
So trust her. If she's doing this, then...
I trust what she taught me. This is not a game. You think you know what's at stake, but you don't.
I know precisely what's at stake. You want control. You want to feel like you're doing something. You couldn't save Verso, so you want to save us. Except you're not. Destroying the canvas won't help us move on. It'll just deny us the one place that helped us feel again.
67 years. 67 years I spent trapped within the monolith. But I persisted. I persisted. Do you know why? Do you know why I cannot leave her or you behind? This is what I see every day. I cannot spend another day with living corpses. Since the fire, our family has crumbled. Aline in the canvas. Clair fighting a solitary war. You, a living ghost. Verso's death broke us. Wanted to be fixed. I need it to be fixed. I cannot lose you too.
Don't you see? That's how I feel about them. I can't lose them either. I've lost too much. Papa, see? I've lost so much.
We both lost so much.
Papa, I don't want to lose you either. I'm not leaving you forever. Just a little longer.
I want to trust you, but
You can.
keep the light on for you. I hope you find peace. Hold on to each other.
Verso!
I'm sorry.
You know you can't survive outside the painting, right, Verso? And again, all the feelings. In the end, what got rid of Renoir was not brute force. It was resolution. And here, this family learning the art, painting worlds. You know what that's like? Mist. Yes, our obligatory every series Mist reference. We finally got it. Haha. Alright, time for a little more resolution now. Is that him? Time to stop painting or leave. Should I know what this means? Is this a choice of endings? If we say it's time to stop painting, does that mean we destroy the world? Oh, it seems like it's not a choice. Can I go back here? No. Okay. There's no choice here. It's just when we end the story. So many eclipse. So many eclipse scenery. The word escapes me. We've seen so many eclipses. Imagery. So much eclipse imagery. And then these chroma wisps floating around. Ideas not fully formed. Ideas left unfinished. Ideas unraveling. Oh man. The amount of metaphor and depth that this team must have put in here. You know what? I don't want to be bloody. Not for this moment. This time. What does that mean though?
You're tired of painting, aren't you? I'm tired too.
That's... You shouldn't be able to be here.
Vermont's gift.
Why did you run in? It's dangerous for you here.
See things as they are. Not how you want them to be.
What?
You lied to your father.
No.
He saw it too. But he wanted to believe. You're going to die here. Why don't you just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're my El. No matter where you are, you don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso to live. Out there I merely exist.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices.
Stop quoting Papa!
It's time to stop painting.
Verso! Papa also said, hold on to each other.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in
I'm sorry.
Decide the fate of the canvas. Fight as Mael, fight as Verso. Well, it seems like Mael is going to save the canvas. Verso is going to destroy the canvas. Are we just going to gloss over the fact that there's a whole civilization of real people here? If we do this, doesn't that just lose us all of our stakes for the entire game? No, there's no choice here. Unless I'm misunderstanding something. How much is Rain of Fire? 5. He also has times 10 health, so... I don't know if he has the same stats as I do.
Verso, stop! You can't just decide this for everyone!
We're all hypocrites, doing the same thing to each other.
Dang it. Okay, so this one, we've got a bunch of stuff taken off. I have health this time. The 1 has been removed. Probably intentional by the devs, but I still have my shield.
This will hurt. What about Lune and Ciel and Monoko? What about Esquier?
Ciel was right. Grief blinds us. All you see are walls.
You're gonna die, Verso. I do not know any of these attacks. Because he's using either different ones than I had, or new ones. Probably different ones than I had.
I've lived a long time, Mael. There are things we can never outrun.
I'm so tired, Verso. Please, can we just go home and talk about this? This will hurt.
Alright, we could probably parry that. Verso, it doesn't matter what you say. You cannot excuse murder. That's not an option. We have learned. Alright, it's time. Time for you to leave. Okay. Why did that make me stanceless? Alright. Last hit. Okay, no. This is not gonna do it. Oh. If this game ends with the canvas being destroyed, I'm gonna be upset.
Please. Thank you. Stop him from painting.
Was this what Verso wanted the whole time? He's been hiding it from us even back to Expedition 0?
Please, listen to me. Only you can do this. You can do this, please. Unpaint me. Unpaint me. Please. I don't want this life.
Stop saying that.
I don't want this life. I don't want this life.
I just wanted to live this lifetime together. This lifetime that was stolen from us. Please. Bro. Please.
I don't want this life. Help me. Help me.
If you could grow old, would you find a reason to smile?
I wonder if you lost that battle if you'd get the other ending. All right. With that epilogue, because Versa was back, I'm thinking perhaps that didn't really happen. But then it leaves the question of did anything really happen? Which I'm going to say yes, because I mean, well, obviously the answer is no because it's fictional. But I'm going to say that in story, in universe, the answer is yes. Because if the answer was no and nothing was real from the beginning, that trivializes everything, makes it pointless. And this story is a very powerful story. And the idea of it being rendered pointless by an ending is is no good. It did seem like Mael and Verso, well, definitely Renoir and Aline, didn't treat the people in the canvas like they were real, and treated it like Mael was doing escapism, you know, escaping away from the real world into something that was fake. But we followed Gustav, we followed Lune and Ciel, and what's the point of following theirs? What's the point of Not what's the point, how do they even have stories if they're not real, right? Have stories, you know, as characters. You know, they weren't LLMs, right? They weren't AIs. They were people. And, this is philosophical, but my view is you can't have a person without them being real. Anyway, that's enough of thinking about that. But yeah, that was for my thoughts at the end. Is like, why would anyone choose Verso? This is not just the two of them we're talking about. It's the fate of a whole bunch of people. And presumably we can resurrect all of them. Just like we resurrected Lune and Ciel. And Minoko too? No, Minoko was there. And, you know, in the epilogue, I was like, oh, we see Pierre and we see Gustav and Sophie again. So they're all back. And then I saw Verso and I was like, well, okay, maybe this part isn't real. Or maybe I misunderstood. Maybe Mael didn't let him go. Maybe Verso resurrected. But you know, that's kind of cool. Leaving a bunch of things ambiguous. Especially in a story as abstract as this. You know, that's one thing I loved about Kingdom Hearts, is that I didn't understand everything right away. And there were so many questions I had, like, wait, why did that person do that? Why did that person do that? They were clearly super passionate about this. How did this person show up again? You know, what were the nobodies and the heartless? How did that all work? And you know, it's not so... It does make sense. Like, if you think about it, if you ask the author, the writers, it does... There is a logic to it, and it makes sense. But as a consumer, as an experiencer, it doesn't have to make sense. And there's power in the not knowing. Alright. Well, that was my playthrough. This game was not just an RPG. It was a work of art pushing what an RPG can be to the absolute limits. clearly inspired by Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, you know, all the great RPGs. And of course the visuals, I mean, presumably it was the person who had the mind, it's the mind child of, what is an artist and knows all these art techniques, and they wanted to tell a story that had to do with all these fantasy scenes and art techniques. Because, you know, when I look at, I've got on my second monitor, I have a fantasy landscape as the background right now, by happenstance. It also happens to have a lot of flower petals. What a coincidence. But this is beautiful landscape, and it means nothing, right? It's just whatever the artist, it means something to the artist, but it's whatever they painted. I downloaded it before AI, so I know it's not AI. And it, like, to me, it's like, ooh, pretty picture, beautiful landscape. What does it mean? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no way to know. And I've sometimes thought, like, why can't I capture this? Why isn't this scene captured in stories? You know, why isn't there a story that takes place here? And this game decided to do that. They're like, let's take the fantasy art, the abstract art, and let's make a story where each of those scenes is part of it. And of course, they had incredible characters, incredible emotional moments. They had cinematography like crazy. I don't know cinematography, but they had the lighting and the camera moving between characters, and there's it's so much that I'm just like, wow. The battle system is incredible. One of the best battle systems up there on the top tier of any RPG I have ever played, and doubly cool because it is hard. It is challenging, and it took me a long time. You know, I loved it from the beginning. I love timed hits. You know, I don't like just plain old turn-based battles. So when there's some action involved, it's like, yes. And then this game did that with the multiple hits, especially the harder bosses, where you have to learn the attacks and then you have to parry everything in order to get the counterattack. So amazing. You know what? I can't think of all the RPG mechanics. There was Key Locker, which had potential, but I don't think I used it to its full potential. Paper Mario, you know, was among the first. I mean, there was... It was before that, even Mario before that. But Paper Mario was my first RPG, and it had timed hits. And I was like, well, this is what an RPG should be. And then Final Fantasy didn't have it. And Chrono Trigger has a cool thing where it depends on your character's position in the battlefield, and you can use multiple characters' attacks together. And then Sea of Stars played on that, I think. I don't actually remember about the positioning. Hey, look at this! That's cute! For a long time, I didn't appreciate Ciel, Minoko, and Lune as good characters. I guess Minoko's probably the weakest one now in terms of writing. But by the end, we went through all the characters' backstories and stuff. I liked all the characters. They were all quite powerful. Oh, I've written down in my notes some of my favorite scenes. The Gamage at the beginning just comes out the gate, hits you with a punch, and then it keeps delivering over and over and over and over again, all the way to the end. Gustav's funeral, the battlefield bridge, Act 1 end, Act 2 end, and then these scenes in this episode as well with the family. And then the powerful themes, at least at the beginning, for those who come after. We've defeated the Paintress, now we're not going to be Gamaged. What are we going to do with all this time? Those are things that people in our society, you know, don't often feel, right? It's easy to get lost, you know, especially us in the culture of video games and being on YouTube all the time. It's easy to get lost in the feeling of life as a consumer, right? You go to work, you hate it, you make money, you come home, and then you spend money on video games and going out with friends and easy, pleasurable stuff. And then the next day you go back to work again. And to just have this in this space, in this video game space, especially Game of the Year, so that everybody knows about it, to have a game where there's this spirit of loving life and fighting for what matters, that's something the world needs. That's definitely something that I feel. I think it was a weird choice. I mean, it was a choice to have the ending available right after Act 2, and then to allow the player to grow in stats and level up and do all this other stuff in Act 3 before going to the end, and then having to give handicaps in order to make the end challenging. I feel like I found a good balance at the end. You know, I died in the final battle once. If a final battle doesn't make you die at least once, then what kind of a final battle is it, right? But because I only died once, I didn't feel like it was dragging on and on. So yeah, I'm glad they had those handicap options. But yeah, there's always a trade-off. You know, do you make the post-game available before the ending? Or, you know, there's some games, I can't think of any right now, but there are some games where you cannot access the post-game until you beat the game. You know, and then to have Renoir, the final boss fight, be a fight at the top of the Endless Tower, so you get to see his attacks. But obviously I hadn't memorized them, so it was like learning them all over again. I love the story parts of the game, and I love the exploration parts of the game, so it's hard to make a cohesive experience there, right? So during the first part of the game, here's a bit of a weird way to say it. During the first 2 acts, I felt like I was playing Breath of the Wild in terms of the story and the stakes in this world that's so big. And then during Act 3, I felt like I was playing Tears of the Kingdom. Now, this game has better, even in Act 3, this game has better story than Tears of the Kingdom. But it was still a lot like, okay, there's this huge world, now go wherever you want, collect all the things, check off all the map stuff, and then go to the end whenever you feel like it. You may disagree with me on that analogy to Zelda. I'm not even sure I agree with that, but, you know, Act 3, there was a whole lot more, you know, especially, you know, Mael gets the Gamage move. So this power that had ruled the town for 67 years. Yeah, I said it, 6-7. If you're watching this 5 years in the future, you're going to be like, why did he say that? And then being able to wield that power against your enemies is a whoa moment. But they didn't have any story moment for it. It was just kind of, all right, here you get this new move. And the power of that ability was left for the player to infer. Which is another thing that I like. Not everything has to have your attention drawn to it, like the Gustav's funeral scene, right? Some things can just be inferred. It's like, oh wait, wow, yeah, that. So, you might be asking, what about the ultra epic optional bosses at the top of the Endless Tower? Right now, I'm done with the series. I've played 90 hours of this game. I've had enough time, enjoyed every minute of it, but I'm ready to move on to something else. In particular, there's a game I've been looking forward to for a long time that just came out a month ago, and I want to start playing it. So if I do get nostalgic for this game and come back and fight those other optional bosses, I will film it, and then I will put it up on here. But this may be the end. I can see why this game won Game of the Year. It absolutely deserves it. For me personally, the Game of the Year is Silk Song. I know that I'm biased because I am good at platformers, and Silk Song is much too hard for a lot of people, and there's not really any accessibility. For this game, I put on expert mode at the beginning. I mean, there was an error at the very beginning, so I wasn't playing on expert for the first couple episodes, but I did most of it, including Simon, on expert mode. That feels really, really, really good to me. And I feel like I was challenged and it was a great amount. I feel equally challenged by Silksong. I feel like it is the same amount of challenge. But for a lot of people, Silksong's just too hard, right? And so for the large numbers of people who vote on the game of the year, the people who find Silksong just too hard and then play this game on expedition mode or story mode and are able to get through all of it, that's understandable why this game would win. But for me personally, game of the year is Silksong. Although this game is 1 inch behind it, and then third place, Deltarune doesn't count because it's not fully out yet. Third place is a mile behind both of them. So Silksong wins by an inch. And then the developer said that Clair Obscur is the series name, which means they're well on their way to making a game 2. So with the success of this game, who knows what we're going to see? I mean, where can they go? What are they going to do after this, right? I feel like the game was plenty long. They could make it shorter. They can't make it visually better. They've gone to the ultimate limits of visual craziness with this one. I mean, unless they want to make the characters' mouths more realistic. That's where they should spend the extra $50 million. But yeah, let's hope they announce Game 2 within a couple years, because that would be super exciting. And you can bet that I am going to play it very, very soon after it comes out. I've stopped promising day 1 playthroughs. I think I promised a day 1 playthrough for Metroid Prime 4. That's been out for a few months, and I don't actually have it on my schedule. So, yeah. Alright, this is the day after. I have slept on it because I want to really figure out what exactly is making me dissatisfied about this ending. I have noticed that a lot of people, when they don't like a story, are really bad at identifying why they don't like the story, and I wanted to make sure I got it right. So the reason I am dissatisfied with this ending is because they don't resolve Gustav's story. Right? At the beginning, the game is all about Lumiere and the fighting spirit, the will to survive. And we go on this expedition, we have this super motivating speech, and there's all these moments. Gustav holds a gun to his head. He sacrifices his life for those who come after. And then there's all this stuff with the family and Verso and Alicia, which is fine, but it is different. And so we're switching away to a different story. And then the story the ending resolves is the story of the family, not the story of Gustav and Lumiere. And so it feels to me like we don't have an ending, like it just cuts off. It's just like, all right, we're done. And the reason for that is because they did a bait and switch. They baited you in with Gustav's story and this powerful story of fighting for survival and comrades in arms, and then they ended an entirely different story without resolving that first story. So, how could they fix it? It would be very, very easy. Just resolve that story. Just have the scene where Maëlle revives Lumiere and Gustav reunites with her and his apprentices, and Lune reunites with her parents, and Ciel reunites with Pierre, and Minoko and Esquier are there, and for a moment, doesn't have to be happily ever after, for a moment, everyone is happy. We've resolved the story. We've accomplished the task. And then you can have the exact same epilogue, right? It can still be a tragedy for Maëlle and Verso and the Painter family. That's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, it's strong. It's bittersweet. It feels like even though we won, we still had to sacrifice something. And that can be a satisfying, powerful ending too. But without that resolution to Gustav's story, it feels like the story is just incomplete. And it feels to me like the writers, even though they had all these powerful moments, they're amateurs. They don't know what they're doing. So as a writer myself, those are my thoughts on why I dislike the ending and what I would do differently. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is it months since you played it and you absolutely love this ending, or did you feel similar? Okay, it has been a few more days and I have had time to stew on this ending, and I want to make it very, very clear what my longer term, I guess midterm, but probably going to be longer term feelings on this game are. I am pissed For the reasons I laid out in my last addendum, I feel betrayed. And this game is no longer contender for Game of the Year for me. And you say, well, Chris, but what about the whole rest of the game? You played 90 hours and had so much fun all the time. Remember the good times. Remember the powerful story moments. Are you going to throw all that away? Are you going to let just one... It's just the ending, Chris. It's just the ending. It's one little scratch at the end of the game. Are you going to let that ruin your whole experience? Well, let me tell you, that little scratch, because it is the resolution to the main story, the main point of the entire game up until that point, it's on a fault line. So if you just touch it, the whole thing crumbles. It's kind of like being betrayed by an abuser. You know, there's the betrayal, and then the abuser's like, oh, but remember all those times, all those amazing times we had while I was grooming you? Weren't those wonderful? No. No, because the whole time you were lying. You were leading us on. It never meant anything to you. And it's the same thing with this game, and with stories, games, books that skip the resolution or bait and switch you to end a different story in general. Because in ending the game this way, they were like, you know that message about fighting your way and giving your life for those who come after? Well, haha, fuck you! And what do you expect me to do? Be like, oh, haha, you got me. Can't wait to see you in the second game. No. Because you promised this powerful story with these powerful moments and themes and characters. I mean, you set me up for 90 hours. You built up this tension, this expectation of resolution for 90 hours. And then we're just like, oh, I'm tired, just walking away. So let me state it one last time. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is not Game of the Year material. Because the ending ruined everything that came before it so bad. And yes, I did have plenty of fun. I chose an exaggerated example, but of all the games that came out in 2025, this game was a disappointment. All right, maybe I'll feel differently a month from now, but I just wanted Grumpy Chris to get represented in the official video. Back to nice Chris. That has been Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, and I will see you in the next game. Bye!